As dawn breaks over the Amazon, a lifelong partnership begins another day in one of Earth's richest forests. Every morning, experience and memory guide these macaws across a landscape they know by heart. Powerful beaks allow scarlet macaws to unlock foods beyond the reach of many other birds. Precision is as important as strength. Every movement conserves valuable energy. Not every meal comes from the forest canopy. Sometimes survival depends on the earth itself. The mineral-rich clay may help neutralize compounds found in some rainforest seeds and fruits. Their partnership is strengthened through countless small interactions repeated over many years. Working together improves efficiency, communication, and the chances of successful breeding. Choosing the right nesting cavity is one of the most important decisions of the breeding season. If this shelter proves safe, it may protect the next generation through the months ahead. Safety begins long before the first egg is laid. Every detail of the nest is carefully assessed. Scarlet macaws do not build elaborate nests. Instead, they prepare a natural hollow already provided by the forest. Even during preparation, the pair shares responsibilities with remarkable consistency. Strong pair bonds help ensure both adults remain healthy before breeding begins. After weeks of preparation, the next chapter begins. Incubation demands patience. While one protects the eggs, the other gathers food. Turning the eggs helps support healthy embryo development throughout incubation. The forest changes with the weather, but the quiet work of incubation continues. Successful breeding depends on cooperation, with each parent taking turns whenever conditions allow. Hidden within the darkness of the nest, new life is almost ready to emerge. After weeks of careful incubation, the first signs of life appear beneath the shell. Hatching is an exhausting process. Every movement is powered entirely by the chick itself. Even as one chick arrives, another life is preparing to emerge. Within hours, both chicks have entered a world that depends entirely on parental care. Their first meals provide the energy needed for rapid early growth. For the parents, every journey now begins and ends with the nest. Protection comes not only from the nest itself, but also from constant parental attention. Keeping the nest clean helps reduce disease and unwanted attention from predators. Much of life inside the nest is quiet, measured by feeding, resting, and growing. Day by day, strength replaces fragility, preparing the young macaws for the demanding weeks ahead. Rapid growth demands almost constant nourishment. Every successful feeding fuels the next stage of development. Foods that once sustained the parents are now carefully prepared for their young. Long before the first flight, practice begins inside the safety of the nest. As the young become stronger, short periods alone inside the nest become increasingly common. Each return of the parents brings both food and reassurance. Even inside the hollow, strength and coordination develop through constant exploration. For the first time, the vast rainforest begins to reveal itself beyond the nest. Every observation becomes part of the learning process long before independence. The world beyond the hollow is immense, and hesitation is a natural part of growing up. With stronger wings and growing confidence, the moment of leaving the nest draws ever closer. For weeks, every movement has prepared the young macaw for this moment. The nest is no longer enough. Before mastering the air, young macaws first learn to trust their grip. Flight begins with strength, long before it begins with distance. The forest itself becomes the classroom, and experience is passed on through observation. The first flight is brief, imperfect, and entirely unforgettable. Every successful landing builds confidence for the journeys still to come. Practice transforms uncertain movements into growing control. Each new flight expands the young macaw's understanding of its rainforest home. Learning to feed independently marks another important step toward adulthood. The young Scarlet Macaw is no longer confined to a hollow tree. A lifetime beneath the vast Amazon sky has only just begun. Although still inexperienced, the young macaw now begins making its own decisions. Mastering the forest's toughest foods requires patience as much as strength. Experience grows with every journey across the endless rainforest. Awareness can be as important as flight. In the Amazon, caution often prevents danger before it arrives. Confidence returns gradually, built through countless ordinary moments. Every successful choice strengthens the young bird's independence. Young macaws gradually become part of a wider community beyond the family itself. Only weeks ago, every takeoff demanded courage. Now, flight has become second nature. The bond between parents and their offspring slowly changes, but it is never forgotten. From a hidden hollow in an ancient tree to the limitless skies above the Amazon, another Scarlet Macaw begins its own journey. Independence is not a single moment, but the accumulation of countless lessons learned beneath the rainforest canopy. The young macaw now relies on its own judgment to survive each day. The traditions of survival are shared across generations, repeated season after season. What once seemed overwhelming has become familiar territory. One day, this young bird may form a lifelong partnership of its own. Life in the Amazon continues through sunshine and rain alike, demanding constant adaptability. No longer defined by the nest, the young macaw becomes part of the wider rhythm of the rainforest. For Scarlet Macaws, every generation begins with a single hidden nest, yet every journey belongs to the boundless rainforest that has shaped them for thousands of years.